So thank you for plugging in tonight. We're hearing from Peggy, and this is actually a topic that I really wanted to catch up on too because I was late that day. So I know I love the speakers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it over because I have two noisy kids. So actually they've been kind of quiet right now, but I swear they've been noisy. So I'm gonna mute myself and pass it over to you, Peggy, because I know you're gonna kill it, girl.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for being here tonight. I'm here to talk about how to be a top producing coach. And I just really want to thank you guys for taking the time out to listen because this was a topic that really just like struck home for me. And I know that it's going to be something that's going to help a lot of the newer coaches, but as well as a lot of the veteran coaches because it's a good refresher. So a little bit about myself, if you don't know me, I'm 28 years old, and I've been a Beachbody coach for about a year and a half now, and I've got a lot of crazy things going on right now. I'm getting married in less than 3 weeks, and I've just got a whole lot of everything going on. So this call really helped me even just to look over the notes that I had taken from Summit because it's something that applies to my life right now. And being a coach really just was the biggest accountability for me, and it was the greatest way to get organized. And tonight I'm going to be talking about how to be a top producing coach, but different ways that you can organize yourself as well. So by keeping that in mind, like I said, the accountability, being a coach was the best for me. I have people always looking at me and, just always counting on me to give them information or give them advice or helping them with their goals. And what I needed to do is show them that I'm able to do it too, and if I can do it, they can do it too. So the first thing that I want to talk to all of us coaches about is leadership. And that's something that we tend to forget as coaches. We tend to forget how to lead a team because we get so wrapped up, and sometimes we forget to lead by example. We get so excited when things are still getting so great, or sometimes we see a downfall in our business and we don't really know why. And sometimes it's about taking a step back and realizing that we're not leading by example ourselves. So what I want you guys to remember is that controlling your team is not leadership. Managing your team is not leadership. Leadership is leadership. And so not only do we have to encourage our team, but we have to show them every day that we're right there in the trenches with them. So, you're probably wondering, like, how can you do this? And your wheels might be turning right now. And that's an awesome thing. But the number one thing that we have to do as coaches and as leaders is to get organized. So let's break this down. 50% of our business should be spent on your business alone. And that's the number one thing that I think us coaches forget to do. We get, like I said, so wrapped up in wanting to see our team succeed, and we forget to even focus on ourselves and our own business. So just keep that in mind when you're splitting up, all of these tasks that you have to do every day. 50% of that should be focused on your business alone. The biggest bread and butter to our business is our challenge groups. So, over the last year, I've probably hosted one challenge group when I first started every month, and then I got into maybe like 2 or 3 a month, and some are on Instagram, some are on Facebook, some of them are both. It's just about finding which ones work on which social media platforms. So I've created a list of different challenge groups and different themes that you guys can do because honestly, I hate hearing from coaches like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know how to come up with a challenge group theme, or, whatever the case may be, challenge groups should be planned out 2-3 months in advance so you know exactly what's going on. And to take that trouble away from you, I went ahead and I created a bunch of groups that you guys can use from now until the end of the year. Don't be afraid to use them. So here's just a quick list. 21-day challenge groups, 21-day fix, program-specific groups. Those can be 30-day groups, 30-day free challenge groups, where anyone can do any type of workout. You can do a 7-day clean eating group, a 6-day Shakeology detox, a 2-week paleo challenge group, clean eating and personal development group, clean eating, clean house. Maybe that's something where you can introduce E&E, because I know all of us, coaches and wives and moms, like we use E&E like crack to clean our house. So that could be a great way to introduce E&E, or even the performance line. You could do fall into fitness, Halloween hotties, glutes and gratitude, detox December, new year, new you, reps and resolutions. So here's a bunch. Take them, use them. And I want you guys to really start planning ahead, because when you're organized as a leader, your team is going to see that, and your challengers are going to see that you always have something coming up, and they're going to want to follow you because you're organized and they know that they can depend on you. What's also great is a 10-day group. That's something that we talked about at Summit, and it was the last 10 days of the month, so from the 20th to the 30th of each month. This allows your new customers to dip their feet in maybe like a free 10-day group, see if they like it, but it also helps them see like, okay, that was 10 days, maybe I'm ready for something bigger, or maybe I'm ready to, start a program. And that's going to lead you into the next month where you can focus on, the new challenge pack sales, or, getting to know them over those 10 days, and you can really see what program is going to work for them and how they really connect with other people in the groups, seeing if there may be a person that will actually join in or not. So when we build our challenge groups, we have to lead with integrity and not focus on the sale as much. We have to focus on the people, and it's important to have new renewals. And as much as we also want to have new people, we also want to have new ideas. So some new ideas that you can throw in are obviously health and fitness and nutrition, but maybe we can focus on family in one of the groups, or maybe your faith, or maybe different activities that you guys have going on with your kids. Maybe someone's in t-ball or cheerleading, or plays in a band, or likes doing arts and crafts. Whatever it is, you can incorporate new ideas that way, and you can help connect with other, like-minded people. So one of the greatest things about challenge groups is that you get to know everybody, and you get to know them on a personal level, which is awesome, because like I said, those people are going to trust you after. And the thing is, if you see like a strong challenger in those groups, that's when you can go ahead and invite them to, possibly being a coach. And what's amazing is that right there, just saying, hey, like, you've been doing amazing. I just want to tell you, like, you're really inspiring. Like, have you ever thought about being a coach? And just something so simple like that is planting your seed. You may think like and get wrapped up in, oh my God, I have to invite people, and how am I going to cold invite, and how am I going to reach out to somebody? But something so simple like that is planting the seed right there. They could say no, and that's okay, because in our business, no just means not right now, and you have to follow up with them. And what's great is you can always, have an intro to coaching group, which I suggest you throw in one every month. That way you can invite them there, and they can kind of see what's going on in the group and how we run our business, and they can ask us any questions that they may have. All right, so that's pretty much like the bread and butter of our business. It's inviting, it's in challenge groups, and the other 50% of our business is focusing on our team. And sometimes as leaders, we might focus on ourselves and we might forget our team. And so this part, we're gonna be talking about how to focus on your team. And so I'll just start. So I'm going to circle back to like leadership, and The reason I'm doing that is because leadership, like I said, is leadership, and we have to stay organized, but not only for ourselves, but for our downlines. So we have to develop a business plan. We have to figure out how to organize our team. And you don't want them running around last minute trying to figure out, like, oh my God, I have to post something, or maybe I should host a call, or, maybe I have to reach out to this person or follow up here. You have to plan. And if you fail to plan, you might as well plan to fail, because it's so important in this business. We all have so many different things going on in life, and I am definitely like at fault to this even right now. Planning a wedding, it's crazy. And if I forget to plan something, I'm all over the place, and then I don't feel organized. So just make sure that you guys are staying organized, 2-3 months ahead, and planning everything. So here are some things that we discussed at Summit as far as organization. Running your business like clockwork, and make a schedule for yourself. It can be really easy to get caught up on social media and helping others, and all of a sudden the day is gone and you're like, what did I even do today? Did I even get my tasks done? And sometimes we don't. So you guys really need to make a schedule for yourselves. That's the beauty about our business, is that we have the luxury of, setting aside a time, any time of day that we want, to focus on everything. We also discussed following a schedule, and it might not work for everybody, but I found that everybody that makes a schedule for themselves, this really does work. So what I think was really helpful for me at Summit is when we talked about a monthly schedule. And I'm just going to run through some of the ideas that were thrown out there, and you can take these, or you don't have to, but I think they were really helpful. So there were 6 things that were discussed. The first was team calls, and they were hosted the first Thursday of every month. You can do an interview a coach once a month. That way your team can actually get to know the people that are right there with them. You can do a one-on-one call with them and then record it, and then just play it, in your team page. The last week of the month, you should always have a sneak peek into coaching group. You can also do a live sneak peek 1 hour. I know that our team did that just a few days ago, and I hear it was a really big success. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be on it, but I know that there were a few coaches that were grabbed just from that. And you're able to come together as a team, and you're able to answer questions and build each other up. And you're creating such a massive, positive force for all these people to see. And I just find that really unique. Technology, we have to use that to our advantage. And if we're able to do a live, sneak peek with people, I would definitely take advantage of that. Our Coach Basics, the first Monday of every month should be like our new Coach Basics group. And you can add new coaches in there, but also use it as a refresher for our veteran coaches. And then finally, our Diamond Push group. So make sure that you guys are trying to incorporate those groups in your monthly routines. And like I said, you're going to have a lot going on between challenge groups and all of these other little groups going on. So staying organized is key. Sorry. So staying organized and having reports for your team are going to be like your best friend. If we know our team and we know how everybody works, we're able to come together and build a really well-oiled machine. If there's an issue that you see with a teammate, or you see that they're not responsive, or they're not plugging in, or whatever it is, reach out to them. Don't suffer in the silence. You want to make sure that everybody is there, and you want to know what's really going on in their lives, because sometimes we have to just be their friend and not their leader. We have to really figure out what's going on with them to make sure that they're still okay. And that leads me into building our team's confidence. I find that it's really important that, everybody on the team feels good in some sort of way about the business, because then they at least still have a positive connection to the business. And that means recognizing them in little ways. It means delegating, certain tasks to them. Recognize the downline, like as many levels as you can, because you want everybody down the totem pole to feel accepted and to feel celebrated. Some things that you can do are like handwritten notes, or give them like a $5 Starbucks card, just something, and it lets them know that they're appreciated, and it goes a long way. Sometimes as leaders, we need to let our team grow. And it's kind of like parenting. I know there's a lot of mamas out there that can understand this, but we always want to be the mom, and we always want to see them succeed, and we always want to take care of them. And, we always want to do everything for them, because it's like, you're our children, and we want to see you guys grow. But what's really hard is letting go. And if we don't let them go, they won't grow. And so, what I took away from Summit is let it go and let it grow. So, making sure that you're delegating to people is a good way to let that growth happen and let them start to take the reins a little bit more. Telling them to maybe create a document somewhere, or search for a certain form on, the Beachbody on-demand website, or, whatever it is. Just let them grow a little bit, and you'll see that your team will start to blossom a lot faster than you think. So if you're becoming too busy with all of these tasks going on, I know a lot of coaches are now getting assistance, and this is something that's amazing, because sometimes we forget that other people coming into our lives can also bring new ideas. And so sometimes we have to let go that way as well. We have to let new people in and, help us with our business so we can actually become more successful. So the last thing that I want to follow all this with is that leadership is not rank, and leadership is not income. You have to stop comparing yourself to other coaches, because we're all on this journey, and we're all at different phases, on this journey. Don't compare your day 1 to someone's day 31. It's going to be different. I look at other people that have started, before me, and people that have started after me. And guess what? Someone before me has become more successful and is not as successful. And then someone after me has become more successful and not as successful. It's about our own journey and how we relate to everyone in our business, and including our customers, our fellow coaches, and leading with integrity. So if you're able to do that, if you're able to show your team that you're not only talking the talk, but you're walking the walk, you're going to be more successful than you think. So I hope you guys took away some of this information on how to, become a top recruiting coach. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Thanks, Lee. Oh, I think I'm still muted. Oh.
No, you're not. I hear you.
Okay, good. Oh, am I muted? No, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. There's a mute. There's like a mute sign that's saying I'm muted. So thank you. Yeah, now that I heard you talk about it, that's definitely the one that I missed that day. And I love the clean eating, clean house. I mean, I've never had E&E because I've been pregnant or breastfeeding my entire life, but I really want to try it. So I'm definitely going to do that when the day comes that I'm no longer pregnant or breastfeeding, because that's a really good idea. And you can also, I guess, do that with like Shakeology too, because you can say, it gives you like an energy boost. And so, yeah, like my big takeaways was just kind of reaffirming like what I've always believed about this business is just, speed of the leader, speed of the pack. And, that whole thing, like leaders don't create followers, they create leaders.
Right.
And like, if you look at like Steph Davies, like she sent all of her diamonds today a message, and she was like, it feels silly like that I'm getting recognized for all of y'all's hard work. Like that's such like a leader thing to say,
Right.
Like, of course, it's Steph Davies, of course she says that. I just thought that was cool, and that just reminded me of it. So thank you for covering this topic. And thank you guys for plugging in, and I hope that you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.